Oh lads, it's that time of the year again where Caitlin Clark is now scheduled to play some golf. Or it's the golf tour again. So Caitlin Clark is returning to the Annika to participate in the LPGA's Pro-Am November the 12th.
So here we are once more. Once more, Caitlin Clark has completely upended the sports industry. It's not related to a basketball court this time. The response is already erupting as she enters a whole new arena on November 12th to compete in the LPGA's famous Prom event. Everything changed as soon as her name was listed in the lineup. Sports networks went into overdrive, fans flooded social media, and the excitement surpassed previous WNBA finals games in volume. The worst part is still to come. Compared to the WNBA's treatment of Caitlin Clark throughout the season, the LPGA, a golf organization, was able to promote her appearance with greater originality, vigor, and respect. She wasn't merely invited to swing a club. Her appearance became the focal point of a whole show. They made her the focal point. Her smile was aired. Her star power was enhanced by them. And even people who weren't golf enthusiasts couldn't ignore the ensuing media frenzy. Therefore, the subject virtually begs the question, how did the WNBA remain utterly mute about their brightest star while the LPGA transformed one Caitlin Clark appearance into a cultural event? More significantly, how does the league actually see her based on that silence? Let's get started. Because it wasn't just a golf cameo that followed. It served as both a harsh lesson of how not to use star power and a master lecture in how to do so.
Here, Caitlin Clark will compete in the Annika Pro-Am. This is gonna be fire. Y'all know she set the whole golf world on fire last year, had everybody tuned in. The ratings jumped up crazy. They jumped up.
Everything changed when Caitlin Clark's name was added to the LPGA Prom roster. What started out as a low-key charity gathering quickly turned into a spectacle worthy of the headlines. Suddenly, golf fans who had never seen the sport were clamoring for tickets and links to live streams. The LPGA hurried to alter their setup even though they hadn't intended to broadcast it on television. The Caitlin Clark effect is that she didn't demand attention or give a speech. The whole sports world paused to observe her when she simply arrived with a golf club. A minor show was transformed into a must-see event by a single appearance. And the LPGA quickly took advantage of the momentum, demonstrating the true strength of her presence.
Next on the tee, Caitlin Clark.
Even more telling was what transpired next. The LPGA planned the entire event around Caitlin, not simply inviting her. By broadcasting highlight videos, creating graphics, and even teaming her up with world golf champion Nelly Korda to ensure top attention, they marketed her as if she were the face of their sport. With widespread TV coverage and significant social media interaction, a modest display abruptly turned into a media treasure trove. The WNBA, the league that owes a large portion of its record-breaking popularity to Caitlin, said nothing at all while the largest stage in golf celebrated her like a queen. No congratulations, no tweet, and absolutely no cross-promotion. As soon as they saw, fans began criticizing them and demanding to know why their hero was being better promoted by another sport than by them. And that quiet said a lot. That showed just how detached the WNBA still is from the very player supporting its rise.
Thank you. Caitlin Clark brought her golf game to the LPGA Tour today, playing in a Pro-Am that attracted a bigger crowd than the Tour often gets. Clark played at the back nine at Pelican Golf Club with Nelly Korda. She's the #1 player in women's golf.
It was an electrifying scene when Caitlin finally teed off. The screams, signs, and supporters going crazy with every swing gave the crowd the appearance of a Final Four arena rather than a golf course. With headlines like "Queen of the Court," "Meet Queen of the Course," the LPGA immediately embraced the opportunity by sharing videos of her joking about her golf form, smiling with fans, and signing autographs. A casual event became a viral sensation thanks to that one small action, which attracted new audiences and flooded social media feeds. All of a sudden, even those who had never watched golf were discussing Caitlin Clark on the LPGA. In stark contrast to the WNBA, who once again sat in silence as another league unveiled its brightest talent to the world, it was evidence of what happens when star power is welcomed rather than disregarded.
Come say hi. I need to introduce myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria. Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the field.
And here's the Caitlin Clark effect, Morgan, with Maria Fossey and other players out here following.
That's good. A lot of fun. Made it easy. Annika, could I steal you for a second? I don't think I'll have like bigger. I can't say bad stuff on TV, but badasses once together. We're doing a fun like quickie on that side. There we go. Yeah. I'm next. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hi, Caitlin.
I mean, I said it, the buzz from the players.
Over here, so. I'm distracting you.
For weeks.
No, y'all are trying to get
Has
finished.
been huge.
Somebody take this picture.
By the way, Allie, an outstanding point guard in her own right in Fulton, Mississippi. All-state.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Good luck.
The LPGA's strategy wasn't a coincidence. It was a masterclass in strategy. They recognized Caitlin's enormous impact right away and knew how to use it. She and Nelly Korda combined to produce a crossover moment that went beyond golf and made news in other sports. Every major platform featured images and videos of the two having fun, strolling the course, and enjoying sincere moments, drawing in viewers who were unaware of the golf rules. Additionally, the WNBA appeared unmoving, refusing to promote the same celebrity who gives them record attendance and fans, while the LPGA was busy making Caitlin's arrival a celebration. There is no sharper contrast. While one league continues to act as though it's a management issue, the other is utilizing her fame to expand their sport. The outcomes were self-evident. Following Caitlin's single appearance, ticket sales surged, social media engagement tripled, and even merchandise sold out. The LPGA attracted new fans from all around the world and made golf more popular with previously uninterested audiences. The power of adopting a superstar is that the WNBA's cautious strategy is beginning to backfire in the meantime. They are impeding their own development by downplaying Caitlin's influence and attempting to disperse attention equally. Every time she gains popularity, the league as a whole gains greater momentum, sponsors, and spectators. However, they continue to overlook simple victories rather than relying on that. The way other athletes welcomed Caitlin with sincere joy enhanced the impact of the LPGA moment, even though other sports are profiting from her easy influence. There was only respect and encouragement, no jealousy, and no passive-aggressive remarks. Players lined up to greet her, celebrate her accomplishment, and welcome her into their world after Nelly Korda lauded her for giving new life to the sport. That warmth was unavoidable and demonstrated how different the environment is from the WNBA, where rumors of tension and animosity over Caitlin's limelight have persisted throughout the season. The contrast is being seen by fans as well. They witness a basketball league acting as though her fame is an issue and a golf league treating her like a rock star. Additionally, their frustration with the WNBA's continued mistreatment of its most valued player grows as they witness other sports laud her. When fans and commentators noticed the change, they didn't hold back. The WNBA was accused by numerous remarks on social media of neglecting the athlete who filled their arenas and preserved their ratings. People questioned why the WNBA remained mute during a significant crossover event that could have brought two fan bases together, and why the LPGA was recognizing Caitlin more than her own league. Even impartial sports commentators referred to it as embarrassing, claiming that while the WNBA handles Caitlin as a public relations issue, the LPGA treats her like the international celebrity she is. And that criticism pierces deeply because it demonstrates how out of touch the league appears to the general public. Every overlooked highlight, every missed post, and every blank timeline begins to seem less like an accident and more like a conscious decision. Additionally, supporters are growing impatient quickly. This entire instance demonstrates something greater than a highlight reel or stat line. Caitlin Clark is no longer only a basketball player. She is a movement and a worldwide brand. Fans follow her around, media coverage soars, and the sport as a whole attracts new viewers. The LPGA immediately acknowledged that and elevated their entire league with a celebration of her arrival. Conversely, by acting as though her star power doesn't exist, the WNBA runs the risk of losing that momentum. Additionally, other organizations that recognize her worth will keep showcasing her, expand their sports, and make the WNBA appear antiquated and out of touch if they don't make a change soon. Because there is an indisputable reality in women's sports now. Everyone benefits when Caitlin Clark is honored. You fall behind when you attempt to conceal her. Ultimately, this was more than just a fun crossover event or golf competition. It served as a warning. The LPGA demonstrated to the entire sports community what happens when you embrace rather than conceal your stars. With a single astute move, they increased their audience, gained enormous momentum, and made Caitlin Clark's appearance a viral sensation. In the meanwhile, the WNBA is not moving, allowing their own skill to overshadow them in other leagues. There's no denying Caitlin's influence. She sets records, sells out arenas, and introduces women's sports to millions of new people. All that remains to be seen is whether the WNBA will eventually accept that authority or continue to allow other organizations to do their duties more effectively. Caitlin Clark isn't waiting around because of one thing. She is already transforming sports in ways that go well beyond basketball. They will be left behind if the WNBA doesn't change along with her.